Buddy the dog, what are you doing? Why are you running away? People like to see you for some reason. Yeah. Excited, Buddy the dog. Let's see if a 1650 will start. It's been plugged in, it should start great. However, I'm sure as soon as I start it, those cows will go nuts. Because they have grown up their entire life knowing that a 1650 brings them their food. The sound of it is all it takes. All right, 1650. Listen to how beautiful it starts when it's been plugged in. But our trick hydropower is really wearing me thin. We gotta get that fixed. Camera's about out of battery too, so I don't know. One battery is about an hour of footage, so we've shot 2 batteries worth of footage today already. A lot of it you don't get to see because it gets cut out, but isn't that a nice fence? Much pleasing to look at. This works better if you're straight up on them, so it's a lot of driving, but you can drive a lot easier than pounding that post driver all day, so. But just make sure they're relatively straight in there, and then just gently push them down. I'm not in a very good position right now, because I can't see. Stop with that. All right, there's one. Gentle. I feel like that one probably spun on us a little bit, but whatever. This one I don't think we'll get. Wow. Easy, horse, you wild horse. I pushed that one a little too far, I don't know. It's kind of down in more of a valley though. Come on, hydropower. See, that's where you'll bend it on the other one. You can kind of see when they go into the ground that they'll go real smooth, and then all at once you'll see the bucket like tilt. They hit a hard layer down in the ground, and if you're hammering on it, they'll bend. But slow pressure, it'll slowly push through that, and then it'll go down again as easy as you please. So anyway, that hard layer is a real trick sometimes when you are driving them by hand. I mean, that's what makes it exhausting. So yeah, we should be able to sail through this now. The only thing's going to be, do I have enough clips? As previously stated, they didn't give me any clips this time, so I got to dig through my stash of stuff I've hoarded over the years and see if I got some. All right. Yeah, moo. So I got one clip in my pocket, but I don't think that's going to be enough to do it. But we got to have them, because what we got to do is hang every panel at least with one, so that we can get our for sure distance established. Then we can start digging that last post hole, or those post holes, and get it where we need to be. But I think we got this. That silly post there, it just has not wanted to play nice all day. But you can kind of fix that. So. All right, it took some doing, but I found another bag of those clips. I need to go in there and throw a fit and say, hey, I bought a whole bunch of posts this year and never got the free clips, because I pretty well used up all my spare stash. So I should probably get some for on hand. So anywho's, we're getting there, friends. We're gonna need this. At least I think we will. Looks like that second one needs to be pulled over a little bit. It got a little bit of, there we go. And this one I bent back too much. Okay, we're getting there. It's just like usual, we got to take the long way around. You should be used to that by now. I'm going to set you up there. Maybe you can see stuff, maybe you can't, but right now that's just what it's got to be. We'll go back and clip them all later. I just want to get them where they're about where they need to be. We'll sort that out later. The panels where there's two panels to one post, these clips really don't work that great for those. They're not really made for that, but I'm using them anyway. And they will hold up. It's just you got to bend them different to get them to do what you want. Put those where you were and put that there and lose it. But now, see, we're a little bit better shape here. We got our ground clearance. I don't put them on the ground. I know some people do, and that was the old way or whatever, but for cows, I don't mind having that gap, you know. That way you can clean under the fence and do whatever. It just keeps it nicer than having the panel go down in the ground, and your panels will last longer, you know. But we are here now, down to the point of drilling some more holes. And that's exactly what I wanted to be doing by the end of the day here, was finishing this little run here, because that's all the supplies I have anyway. But we are going to drill a post hole, set a wood post, and then go about our procedure of doing stuff. And I think what I'll do is, if I can find the perfect stick, I don't know, this one might be too rotten to do what I want, but I'll put the stick where I want the post hole in line, so that I don't have well, I could kind of see where I want it, but this makes it easier sometimes. Guess what I'm going to do is find some way to hold that panel out of the way, and then we can drill our last hole here. Or not last hole, our first hole of our last section we're going to get done today. Let's see here. That'll hold ya. So we just need to take our post hole digger and drop it pretty well right where that is. And then that will put us on the path. So, and at some point we're going to have to rebuild the cylinder that raises the 3-point, because this is not holding, I don't think. Maybe it's just because of the way the tractor is. Let's get rid of this tub of garbage and a spool of wire. And by get rid of it, I mean put it in our way on the floor of the tractor. Okay. Yep, buddy boy. You've run today, but you haven't drilled any holes today. Yep, I figured that much. Downhill, so we gotta work in such a way that hopefully it doesn't roll away on us. But I think we're basically right in front of that stick, which is where we need to be. Yeah. Come on. I knew that would do that, because if I don't have to run around 15 times, are we really having any fun? I bet it's out of gas. I just know that's coming. And then here we are stuck. Come on. Icing, sure. All right. graphite post. I was worried there for a minute that it wasn't going to drill through the ground. I don't know what its problem was. Let's get this out of the way. Oh, yeah. That's what we want. That's gonna be snazzy. There's about 50 pounds of clay stuck to my feet, but that's okay. Yeah, we got that one just right. Beautiful. Now for the Polish tape measure, as the fans so lovingly call it. We don't want to screw it up now. Want to make sure we're headed the right direction. Then our gates will be here, and then we're headed straight for that tree, or basically that rusty iron post is where we're headed. So that's what we want, right where the twig is. Now we'll struggle. Let's go. That was probably good enough that I'll drive over it and ruin it. Sure. It's coming along, friends. It's coming along. I'm just taking it all in, visualizing it. Lost in thought, you know? There's not enough people that take the time to just stare at something for an hour and appreciate it. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah. All right, progress, friends, progress. I'm gonna throw that last post in the hole and then see if we can't get that at least one board up there, and then we've done a good thing today. I didn't get that one quite right. So now I gotta dig a hole behind the hole to make the hole bigger, because what happened is I was backed up too far, I guess, and it dug the hole at an angle instead of straight down. So now the post needs to be, I can't get the post straight up and down where it needs to be. So I gotta do it again. We managed to get all of these done without having this happen, and now the very last one today, it's gotta do that. Now we're gonna have a sloppy mess. We're gonna have a ton of that doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it makes me think animal noises. So now I got a way big soft spot, but I can't help it. I wouldn't have been able to look at that with one post sticking out farther than the other two, so just as well do it right. Now we're going to have problems the other way. Well, dang it. We're going to have to go find the Manuel post hole digger and dig us a hole, because I can't get it to play nice. So I'll go look for that. Couldn't hardly find this. It's been so long since I've run one of these. But whatever. Well, that's what I get for not being on the ground to do that last one just right. Because if it's not straight up and down and your hole gets at an angle, you're going to end up doing some hand digging to get it just right. But you might as well do it just right so you don't have to look at it crooked and whatever. But we're going to call this video here because I got way more footage than what'll fit in one normal video. But we got the most important thing done that I wanted, which was setting the wood posts. Now, everything else is just finish work, you know, along life's way. And that's good because I'm out of supplies. I need some more nails. I need to get some more gate hinges because those 2 gates I got didn't come with any hardware. So I was gonna get that the other night when I went to town, and I totally forgot. I got a whole bunch of other stuff for it, fence, and I forgot those. And that was one of the things I specifically went for. So we'll walk back here for one final look, but because it's almost too dark anyway for you to see. But if I stand right where I want the fence to come through, I'm looking at it straight on and everything's in line. So I think we hit it just right. So next installment, if there is one, if I don't cry and give up and just leave it like this forever, the next installment will be gates. And you know, well, then we'll have to drill some more holes here. But for now, we at least used up the stuff that I brought along from town, which is my goal. I don't want a whole bunch of stuff laying around all winter long unless I know I could get to it. So that's where we are. It was an adventure this time, but we got it done. After watching what you just saw, do you feel like your IQ has dropped lower than your credit score? Well, there's no reason that both of us should be miserable, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. That stuff costs you nothing, and it really helps me out. Your banker may not approve, but I know mine will. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.